Let's be honest, most woodworking frustration doesn't come from a lack of skill. It comes from using tools that aren't built for the job. The wrong clamp at the wrong time, a jig that's supposed to help but fights you every step, a measuring tool that looks accurate but sends your whole project sideways. The tools on this list are different. These are workshop upgrades that solve specific, real problems, things that slow you down, cost you material, or make you dread certain parts of a build.
I've gone through 15 of the most interesting woodworking tools available on Amazon right now, and I'm walking you through every single one. Whether you're just getting started or you've been building for years, something on this list is going to change how you work. Let's get into it.
Number 1. Kuros Adjustable Corner Clamp Set. Perfect 90 degrees every time. Anyone who's glued up a box knows the panic. You've got wet glue, pieces everywhere, and somehow the corners are twisting before you can even get a clamp on. The Kuros Adjustable Corner Clamp Set fixes that problem at the source. The jaws lock two boards at a true 90 degrees and hold them there while the glue cures. No measuring, no checking, no repositioning. For boxes, picture frames, or cabinet carcasses, this is the kind of tool that changes how you think about the whole glue-up process. Number 2. Robustru Cordless Impact Driver. Drive fasteners without the struggle. There's a specific kind of fatigue that comes from fighting stubborn screws with a basic drill, and it adds up fast over a long build session. A quality cordless impact driver delivers controlled bursts of torque that drive lag bolts and screws through hardwood with almost no effort on your end. The Robustru model is compact, comfortable in the hand, and lightweight enough to use all day without your arm giving out. Cabinet work, deck builds, hardware installs, this earns its spot on the bench. Number 3. Pioco Stair Tread Jig. Clean, repeatable stair cuts. Laying out stair treads freehand is one of those jobs where small errors compound, and by the time you notice, you're already 3 steps in. This jig clamps to the edge of your board and guides your saw or chisel for a clean, consistent cut every single time. One setup, repeatable results. Whether you're building custom stairs, small steps, or stair-style shelving, the setup time alone makes it worth it.
Number 4. Saker Multifunction Scribing Tool. Fit boards to any wall, first try. Fitting a board against an uneven wall or irregular floor is one of those tasks that feels like it should be simple, and almost never is. A scribing tool traces the exact profile of the surface and transfers it directly to your wood. No guessing, no iterative trimming, no gaps. The Saker version handles thresholds, baseboards, built-ins, and anything else that needs to fit against a surface that isn't perfectly flat. Number 5. Bora Pocket Hole Jig. Cleaner holes, stronger joints. Pocket hole joinery is one of the fastest ways to build strong, functional furniture, but the quality of your jig determines the quality of your holes. Cheap versions let the drill wander. The Bora jig keeps the bit perfectly centered every time, producing clean, consistent holes that pull joints together without gaps or misalignment. For face frames, carcasses, or small furniture, this is a meaningful upgrade over the basic options. Number 6. WBE Rafter Square Set. Angles and pitches dialed in. A basic speed square works until you're dealing with compound angles, roof pitches, or anything that needs more than a simple 90. This rafter square combines a layout square, protractor, and level into one tool. Lock the angle, slide it along the board, and mark with confidence. For rafter layout, stair cuts, or angled joinery, it removes the guesswork that leads to wasted lumber.
Number 7. Webby Lamb X Auger Drill Bit Set. Clean holes through dense hardwood. Standard twist bits earn their keep until you're drilling deep holes in dense hardwood and the bit starts wandering or burning. Auger bits work differently. The center spur registers the bit before the flutes start cutting, which keeps the hole clean and on target. The Webby Lamb X set pulls itself through wood with noticeably less effort than a twist bit, and the exit holes stay clean on both faces. For dowels, mortises, and hinge bores, these are a worthwhile tool drawer addition. Number 8. Kreg Rip Cut KMA 2400. Turn your circular saw into a ripping machine. Ripping longboards freehand with a circular saw works, but it rarely feels controlled, and the results show it. The kreg rip cut clamps to your saw base and rides along the edge of the board, guiding your cut in a straight, repeatable line from one end to the other. Sheet goods, countertops, long grain rips, it transforms a circular saw into a tool you can actually trust for precision work. Set it once, run every door. Number 9. Go and make cabinet door jig. Consistent hinge mortises every door. Installing multiple cabinet doors by eye is a recipe for uneven gaps and crooked reveals, the kind of problem that's hard to fix once the hardware is in. This jig references both the hinge and the cabinet box, so every mortise lands in exactly the same spot. It works for overlay and inset doors. It's forgiving enough for beginners and accurate enough that experienced builders use it to speed up production work. Set it once, run every door.
Number 10. Tool Cool Dowel Jig Kit. Centered holes, tight dowel joints. A dowel joint is only as strong as the hole it starts with. Drill off center and the joint either won't close or will close crooked. This dowel jig keeps the bit centered on the edge of the board regardless of thickness, producing repeatable holes that align on both mating faces without layout errors. Small enough to store anywhere, adjustable for different board sizes, and straightforward to use, it solves the main problem with dowel joinery. Number 11. SUI cabinet clamps. Even pressure across the whole assembly. Standard clamps work by applying force at 2 points, which means every carcass or face frame you glue up is fighting the tendency to bow, twist, or pull out of square. Cabinet-specific clamps like the SUI set use multiple pads to distribute that pressure evenly across the assembly. Tighten the handles, let the glue cure, and the joints close without local crushing or distortion. For anyone building more than occasional boxes, this is the upgrade that makes glue-ups feel controlled. Number 12. Armati Master Corner Clamps. Square corners without constant checking. Small boxes and frames have a way of going out of square the moment you look away from them. These corner clamps pull 2 boards to exactly 90 degrees and hold them there. No diagonal measuring, no repositioning, no hoping the glue grabs before things shift. Easy to reposition between setups and strong enough to hold while you move on to the next corner. Number 13. GQ-GP Setup Block Set. Machine setup without the guesswork. Dialing in a planer, jointer, or router table with scrap wood and a tape measure costs more time and material than it should. Setup blocks give you precision ground reference pieces for setting infeed depth, data width, or router height in seconds. The GQ-GP set covers the most common setups and dramatically reduces the time between loading a board and cutting the first piece. Number 14. Jim Coy Ratcheting Table Clamp. Controlled pressure for glue-ups. Clamping veneer or delicate stock with a standard clamp is a balancing act. Too little pressure and the joint doesn't close. Too much and you damage the surface. This ratcheting table clamp applies even, controlled pressure across the panel surface without requiring constant tightening or adjustment. Keeps your hands free during glue application, and the compact design lets you run several side by side for larger jobs. Number 15. Gren Pro Bar Clamp Set. Reliable holding power for panel work. Bar clamps that flex or twist under load are worse than no clamp at all. They let joints wander while you think they're being held. The Gren Pro set uses sturdy bars with smooth ratchet mechanisms that apply straight, consistent pressure. Long enough reach for edge gluing and panel assemblies, small enough to rack when they're not in use. A solid core clamp set that holds up to real shop work. That's 15 tools. Everything from corner clamps and marking knives to mortising machines and laser levels. Every one of them is available on Amazon. Every one of them solves a specific problem that slows down real shop work. If one of them stood out to you, something you've been looking for without knowing what it was called, or a solution to a problem you've been working around, drop it in the comments. I'd genuinely like to know which tools from this list land for your kind of work. All the links are in the description below. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe. More tool lists and honest reviews are coming. See you in the next one.